does a child have to do to get a little bit of help with his or her homework? Children do better in school with parental involvement. Some kids are not fortunate enough to have a parent at home to help them with their homework. Some parents work full-time, do not have time, or believe that it is not their responsibility to help their child with their homework. Some parents may also think that the reason they send their child to school is to learn, and it should be the teacher's problem if they are not succeeding in school. Statistics show that children who have a support system at home have a better chance to achieve higher success through their school years. The 3 points I'm going to hit are: number 1, no matter the age, helping your child can be beneficial. Number 2, children's learning is molded by their parents. And number 3, how can parents become more involved? Parents may not know all the answers the subject their child is studying, but by knowing that they have a parent willing to help makes things easier for them, which leads me into my first reason. No matter the age, helping your child can be beneficial. Harrison Goodall, in a 2008 article, published that influenced my beliefs that although helping a child with their schoolwork is important, it is also very important that parents do not do the work for their child. This is enabling them to get their work done without actually learning the material. By working through problems together, a child begins to gain more trust from their parent. Research conducted by the same Harrison Goodall article proves this statement incorrect. You may believe that the older you get, the less help you want from your parents. Instead, they proved that in almost every case, respondents agreed that parental engagement was important. Even in interviews where students had expressed reservations about overly involved or smothering parents, they saw the involvement of parents as a good thing. They saw it as a vital to success of their children's or their own learning, in the words of researchers. To review my first main point, no matter the age, helping your child can be beneficial. Parents may not be able to sit down and know every single thing about their child's homework because truth is the world has changed. Technology has developed and education has increased. So parents aren't going to know the answer to a math problem or how to cite a source, but they will help with the term support. My second point is children's learning is molded by their parents. In the Everything Parents Guide to Raising a Successful Child, a 2012 book written by Denise Whitmer, a child's willingness to learn can be molded by the parents starting at a very young age. When dealing with babies and toddlers, they need an environment that will stimulate their minds and help develop basic thought processes. One way to stimulate a child's brain is to talk to him or read to him and her. In that same book, she states that for kids just getting to the school age, reading is still a great way to help stimulate their mind. They will begin to read and comprehend books on their own. Children whose parents never read to them and live in an environment that is not stimulating are usually slower to develop because they do not make those new neurological connections and struggle with learning in school. In sum, children's learning is molded by their parents. Getting a child started early with learning and encouraging him or her to continue to pursue new information is very important. Some parents maybe would love to be involved in their child's education, but they don't know where to start, which leads me into my final idea. How can parents become more involved? According to a social research done by Bridget Williams, Joel Williams, and Anna Ullman published in 2002, 30% of parents said they did not know how they could be more involved. As for the last 70, there were 3 main categories they were divided into. One category was parents who wanted schools to push parents to get help, parents who wanted schools to be more open about holding meetings and events to help their child, and parents who needed more time off work to help their child in school. Data from Harrison Goodall's 2008 research article showed that many schools had hard-to-reach parents. Some parents only came to school if they absolutely had to, or maybe their child was in trouble for doing something. Teachers and staff saw this relationship was equal between parents and students because the students that struggled in school had parents that didn't show up when asked to. So how can parents become more involved? No matter the amount of time you may put into showing your child how much you care about their education, it is going to influence them in a positive way. Even if they're in high school or kindergarten, you will be able to put an emphasis on their schoolwork. There are many benefits and ways parents can have a positive effect on their child's education. By being involved in a child's education, they increase the chances their child will succeed in school. Achieving academic success has many factors, including sleep, emotion, and developing a child's willingness to learn. These all play big roles in building towards academic success. Lastly, parents who play a role in their child's schoolwork with them that may lead to building a confident and a happy child. Children do better in school with parental involvement, according to my 3 main points. Number 1, no matter the age, helping your child can be beneficial. Number 2, children's learning is molded by their parents. And number 3, how can parents become more involved?
That's perfect.